Hey, so I'm gonna do a video review of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. I'm gonna try and keep it under 5 minutes, so it might be kind of rushed. But, I just saw it last night, and I would usually do a written review, but I just really loved it, and I kind of want to gush about it, and I really want to try doing a video review, so here we go. Basically, I loved it. I really, really, really loved it. It's beautiful. I mean, the story's great. It's really, you can really get into it, and it feels very much like a thought process, which it is, I guess. It is Smiley's thought process of trying to figure out who is the mole, and that's how it feels. It does feel like you're being given this information, and you're going along with him, and it's intense, and it's slow, and it's great. It's really great. I loved, it was so beautiful. And yet somehow the beauty wasn't distracting from the story, and the story wasn't distracting from the beauty. They were just both there, and they were both equal and wonderful, and I just want to screen cap every second of it, use it as wallpaper, and spin in circles. That would complete my life. One of my favourite things about it is that it runs the risk of being quite slow and dreary, and if not for how well it was directed, I think it definitely could have been, because you're there for 2 hours with new information being thrown at you all the time, and you don't know what to trust, and while that's intense, it's also quite slow and methodical. So if it had been so simply made that it's person A is speaking and the camera is pointed towards him and character B speaks, if it had been like that, I don't think it would have worked as well. But it wasn't like that at all. The camera just does not stop moving. Never. It's apart from one scene, which I'll mention later, but basically, if person A is speaking and the camera's like drifting on past, and people are walking up a rounded staircase, the camera's going down, and it for one thing looks stunning, and two, it just gives it life all the time. There's this fluidity, there's this movement, it just feels just so lovely to watch. I loved that. Props to the focus puller, because there are just these scenes where it can just be made by how well done the focusing is. Also, the whole movie has very, very little colour. It's all kind of grey, mossy green, beige. That's it. There might be a few sparks of colour here and there, but they're all muted and dusty and toned down and stripped back, which could definitely add to that risk of dreariness. But the movie has so much texture to it, and it feels really rich. There's just layers and layers of different textures, and it makes it feel really immersive, and it has this added depth to the visuals, if that makes any sense, that you just feel completely enveloped in, and that's great. I loved that as well. Script is wonderful. My new favourite word is underfucked. Just watch out for that one, it's great. Acting is perfect. It's perfect. I loved it. I loved everybody. Gary Oldman, I was expecting great things from him, and he did great things, but in a very subtle, held back way. You know, I didn't feel him striving, it just felt right and comfortable, I think would be one of the words I'd use, but in a good way, because that can sound bad. It felt like a real ensemble piece, even though you know you can't trust everybody and that there are lies, and even though all of the actors are big actors who very much have their own style, there is this thread of similarity between all of them. You feel like there's thought put into this, and they all care about what they're doing, and it was great. Tom Hardy and Benedict Cumberbatch, could have said his name wrong if I didn't, really sorry, stole the show completely for me. My heart broke for both of them in a few times. There's one scene, look out for it, with Benedict Cumberbatch. It's a really simple scene, there's no dialogue that we can hear, it's just him. It's so simple, and I mean, everything about it's really simple, from even just the lighting. My heart just broken. He was wonderful, and you could feel how much he put into it. It was great, and Tom Hardy was amazing in that effortless, I'm just awesome Tom Hardy way that only he can do, and that I personally love him for. So, it was great. It was really great. I want to elope with it. I'm still hoping it turns up at my window, throwing pebbles so we can run away together. It's a brilliant, brilliant movie. I've just gone over 5 minutes, so I'll wrap it up with 5 out of 5 from me. Favorite movie of the year so far. Want to see it again right now. And I think that's about it. So this is my first video review. Let me know what you think. Should I go back to written? Because I'm not sure. So let me know what you think of it, whoever you are who's watching this. And here's an awkward goodbye. Bye.